In this video, we will be breaking down a role play and how you can succeed in competition. Today, we'll be looking at a restaurant and food service management case study. When you are handed a role play, your eyes should immediately move to the bottom of the front page to where the performance indicators are located. These are important because it is exactly what you will be graded on. The key is to relate your case study to the performance indicators. If you do not know what a performance indicator means, use your phone or computer to look it up. A lot of these performance indicators are not that hard to understand. For example, the second performance indicator in this case is talking about the factors affecting buying behavior. You can talk about personal preferences, economic conditions, anything like that, but always try to relate it back to your situation. As you can see here, the judge's grading sheet fits hand in hand with the exact performance indicators given to you. That is why it is of the most importance that you touch on every single one of them during your presentation to the judge. Now that you know what the performance indicators are, as you begin to read the case study on the next page, begin thinking about how you can relate your challenge to the performance indicators. As you go through reading the case study, mark down important details so you do not forget them when presenting, such as what role you and the judge are, prices of items, how many stores there are, or any other detail that may be important. This helps you get a full picture of the task at hand and can help determine a strategy to take. The next step is to put your plan into action. Start thinking about what direction you want to take and begin relating the performance indicators to your plan. Write out all of the performance indicators if you are using paper, or have a slide for each performance indicators if you are using a PowerPoint. There are no wrong ways to do this as long as you hit on all the performance indicators in your roleplay. Now that you understand the roleplay, let's hear from the executive board on some tips and tricks to succeed with your presentation.
How to master your intro. Enter the room smiling at your judge and make sure that you shake their hand. If they didn't already offer you to sit down, if you're in a partner or a single, please ask, "May I sit?" While you're sitting down, make sure to be professional. Don't do it too fast, but don't do it too slow, and act normal. Once you're sitting down, don't go straight into your project. Maybe ask them how their day is. Have a little icebreaker. Maybe make sure you and your partner talk to them first. And lastly, make sure you introduce yourself and your company or whatever role you are, and make sure you know what their role is as well.
Tips for sharing time with your partner is making an outline and setting who says what at what time, making sure that you practice with your partner to make sure that you do have equal time, and coming up with cues, IQs, little tap cues to make sure that when you are speaking, you're not speaking over each other, and the judge knows that you are speaking equally.
So the most important part of the role play is going to be the visuals. If you have a budget, it doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you have something. If you have ROI, which is return on investment, you can have that as well. If you have a pie chart, bar graph, anything like that, fake it till you make it, anything is better than nothing.
So when doing out-of-the-box thinking, some things to take into consideration is whether you want to play a devil's advocate or if you want to just use some crazy ideas. So for one idea, a couple of the team members went ahead and destroyed all of the brick and mortar companies that existed in favor of just going strictly online. And while the judge may not have liked it, it was an out-of-box idea that made sure the judge remembered who they were. And when you're thinking more towards devil's advocate, think more towards going against the grain of what they might want you to do. So an example would be when one of my things was tasked with setting up a parade, and I decided to bring in facts and statistics that people loved mascots. So I went in and brought a bunch of statistics on a duck mascot for the city to use for their parade.
So one thing whenever you're closing your role play is to always ask your judge for a follow-up meeting, whether that be the next week, next month, anything like that. Just say, hey, can we schedule a time to meet up and talk about this idea further? That really goes a long way with the judge. Also, thinking of something that can relate to yourself to make you memorable with the judge. In high school, I did an event with a partner whose name was also John, and we ended each role play saying, with John squared at your side, your potential for growth is exponential. And that left a lasting impression with the judge. Also, if you're short or really tall, you can say, I may be short, but my ideas for this company are really big. Something like that can really set you apart from your competition.